Hello Pandas, Thub here, bit of a scrap metal treat for you today. Ever since I made that scrapping a microwave video, there have been quite a few comments, but a lot of them are, how much did you get for scrapping a microwave? And that's a fair question. So what follows is an answer to that question. I came upon a pile of 3 TVs and 2 microwaves that had already had the power cords cut off. Perfect for scrap. Now, I took that opportunity to see how quickly I could get through all of them and take them to the scrapyard in the same go to see how much I got in total. Fair warning though, this footage is from a while ago, so I did not know then what I know now. And I was testing a few things out. For example, there was to be a second camera, but something happened and that footage never came to light. So that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and at the time I was practicing using the camera on the side of the head, so I'm not doing that anymore, but these shots sometimes are a little breathy, a little shaky, and sometimes there's like a nose sticking out, and I wasn't the scrapper then that I am now either, so I got a few things wrong. I brought in a magnetron and called it dirty aluminum, so that's not really accurate, and I also pulled a whole bunch of copper hair out of different pieces and was claiming them to be bare bright. Now that's not the case, because when copper is that fine, they can't put it as bare bright because they'll just lose too much of the weight when they go to melt it down. So copper that fine is never bare bright, it's always number 2. With that in mind, here is how much you make scrapping a microwave and scrapping a TV as fast as possible. Hope you enjoy. Now let's do this thing. Nice. Yeah, bud. That's one TV. That's 2. Now that we're on the 3rd one, I'll give you a slightly better explanation. So you got your long nose Phillips on a drill. Take all your screws out, pop it off. And while you've got the drill in your hand, you'll find 2, usually Phillips, sometimes only 1. Little doohickey's holding this thing on. Now that's one of the exciting parts. This little guy is called the yoke, and you can see it's full of copper. Some people smash these things apart with a hammer, but you don't want to do that, because that is leaded glass, and it's hazardous. Get your wires, and 1 yoke. Now keep those wire cutters in hand and just start cutting every wire you see. Now this here is the degaussing cable, and that's the other part you want. I'll show you why in a bit. Now these things that came off of there are stainless steel, so they might be worth keeping depending on what your shop gives you for them. Now using the screws that are hopefully still in place, put the TV back together. It makes it a lot easier to recycle later. I've never found a microwave that was so hardcore. There it is. One microwave. Well, I just broke my drill bit. That was pretty fun. This is really going to affect my time. I'm going to switch it out for a drill bit that is not the right size. That's another one of those. So far we're at 25 minutes to strip 3 TVs and 2 microwaves, but we're not done yet because we still need to process those items and bring them in. Make sure you take the remainders of the TVs and the microwaves to Best Buy or something like that. You can drop them off, they'll recycle them for free. Now I know these things look real exciting, but the truth of the matter is the only thing you want is this aluminum heatsink. Sure, there's other stuff on there that's useful, but it'll take so much time. There. Alright, we got the goodies and we got the tools, so let's start the timer again and see how long it takes to get these down to what we really want. Here's a little tool I put together. This should help a lot. Now those pieces are all ferrite, meaning iron, so you can probably slip them in with your steel if you're going to bring those in. Put all these little things over here. Next, let's go for these bad boys. We've done this before. one's aluminum. That one's heavy. It's copper. And copper. Like a new penny. We don't have those anymore in Canada. Let's do some magnetrons next. One magnet. That to the garbage. That to the copper. That to the aluminum. This one's being real tenacious. But all that means is I won't be able to get the magnets out. I can still pop open this side and get to those tiny bits of copper. Alright, what's next? Let's keep going on the aluminum. One aluminum. Two aluminum. Three aluminum. Four. Five. Might as well throw this in the pile. I think these will go for motor weight as well, so I'll toss those in. Now all that leaves us with is the degaussing cables. You're gonna want a nice sturdy knife. Then just take your knife, bite in, and reveal that sweet coppery filling. That's electrical tape wrapped around it, so it's really sticky. Yeah. Now these little guys, are they worth it? I guess that depends on you. I'm not gonna bother this time. Now these here are the motors that move the tray and the microwaves. If you can't do them fast, then just bring them in as is. Well, that kind of took forever. There we go. So if you can get one half of the spindle off nice and clean, then you've got yourself a whole pile of bare bright copper hair. Nice and easy. Now that just leaves these little things. To be honest, I still don't know if these little guys are worth doing or not. But it's bare bright, so... Well, we already know we can't take these apart. We're at a total of 1 hour and 6 minutes. So let's go see what we made in an hour. Don't forget to clean up your mess.
broken next week.
Yeah.
I think so.
We'll check and
I'll double check and I'll report back to you.
awesome. So let's listen to Loud Coast. This is called Walking on Air from
There's a little bit of air bright, but I don't know if it's enough to bother with. And then I got a few motors. Okay, so dirty aluminum at 25 cents a pound. 25 cents. Copper bearing scrap, meaning all those little motors that aren't worth taking apart. 8 cents a pound. 3 pounds. 24 cents. Bare wire number 2 at $1.75 a pound. 9 pounds. $8.75. Number 2 insulated wire at 60 cents a pound. 2 pounds. $1.20. And the extruded aluminum heat sinks didn't meet a pound. So that means all the aluminum out of 3 TVs didn't even come to 50 cents. So it's probably not even worth looking at the circuit boards on a TV, to be real. Total profit, $10.45 for an hour's work. I'm rich! If there's anything else you want to see taken apart, say so in the comments. Otherwise, I'm Thub, and you do the thing.